It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Asta.
This is Car con Carne, a Key 101 podcast. I'm James Van Ostel, and Car con Carne is sponsored by Easy Automation, easy-automation.net. Imagine this. After a night out, you pull into your driveway. The garage light comes on. You open the door to the mudroom. The light comes on. Mudrooms are cool. I want a mudroom. I aspire to a mudroom.
That would be nice.
The light comes on. Walking into the house, the kitchen light comes on. Spotify comes alive with Shukin and the Ramblers. Maybe the music's not loud enough. One button from your phone cranks it up. Your home is in sync with you. That's what easy automation means. Experience seamless control over it all. Get a quote by visiting easy-automation.net or give my guy Dan a call, 630-730-3728. This phone number does not take you to a service. This phone number takes you directly to Dan. This is the hotline to his back pocket, 630-730-3728. Say, hello, Dan. I heard that you can help me transform the way I live. And he'll say, yes, I'm here to help you, easy-automation.net. All right, I am in Lyons at Pops at the corner of Joliet and Ogden. I'm joined by Shukin and the Ramblers. Well, more specifically, Shukin, the titular Shukin.
Hello.
Is to my right. I've got Rob in the back seat.
Hi, I'm the Rambler.
You are a Rambler?
He's the representing Rambler of tonight, yeah.
Now, you guys are going to perform in the car.
Yes.
And the first thing I asked Rob when I saw him, what kind of gear did you bring? Because I know he plays a stand-up bass. I was getting, we pulled off some crazy shit in here, but I was worried about the stand-up bass.
That's a new challenge for next time, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
So, just a ukulele.
It's a baby bass. I got a little travel bass. It's ukulele size. It's like a big ukulele.
Smart.
Yep.
You know what you're doing. You're musicians. All right, so you're going to play, but we're at Pops, which is known for Italian beef. Now, for Northsiders, Pops is probably a mystery to you. But Pops is a big-ass chain. It's in Indiana, south suburbs, probably 10 or 15 locations all told.
Oh, yeah.
Very loved. They cut their beef daily. I'm a fan of Pops. Haven't been for a while. But before you guys even got here, I just figured I'm just going to order beefs for everyone. Because
that's a good go-to,
yeah.
Sounds good.
I've seen Pops around. I've actually never been, so this is my first time experiencing Pops.
So I got us all dry beefs because we're in a car. I've done the dip thing in the car. It is disastrous.
Oh, I could imagine, yeah.
I did sweet peppers because I didn't know what your tolerance was for
that's a good
jardiniere.
call.
Okay.
I thought we were going for a swim.
Don't want the thing falling apart in your hands, you know.
And again, you have napkins next to you.
Wonderful,
Awesome. Thank you.
They smell great. I'm smelling the peppers actually right
now.
Yeah, it smells great.
You're in Chicago. Anywhere around here, you got to get a beef.
Oh, yeah.
You do. Oh, all right. This looks perfectly great.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Pops beef,
awesome.
sweet peppers.
Delicious. All right. Shall we dig in?
Yeah, dig in, boys.
Cheers.
Yeah, see, the bun is actually, or the roll is actually getting soaked.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good strategic move. Not my first rodeo.
I feel like the roll would be non-existent if it was dipped.
Mm-hmm. The beef here is great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it gets enough credit in light of Johnny's and everything else.
Johnny's, Al's, and all that stuff, yeah. That's great. The juices are fantastic.
I'll take one more bite. I want to talk about Shukin and the Ramblers.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Because people watching or listening are like, I want to know more. Who are these strange, handsome, talented men?
We're a mystery.
We shall enlighten you all.
Who is that enigmatic band? So Shukin and the Ramblers. Roots rock, Americana, garage rock. Listen close enough, you hear some blues. Tell me the origin, because this is a relatively new band.
Well, we got started pretty much right after things opened up after COVID. I've been writing songs my whole life, and at the time, right before COVID, I was in a band called the Black Bolts, and that was my buddy Henry wrote all the songs for that, and then we would record those and we'd play those.
Lots of horns, fun band.
Yeah, it's more of like a soul kind of. It's garage rock, but it's more soul. We got saxophone and stuff. And so I was in that. I've been in that band for probably about 7, 8 years, something like that. And in the before that and during, I was writing all these songs, but I never really had much of an outlet for it because I didn't have my own band or really anything other than that I was doing. And I always thought about tracking like a acoustic record or something like that, doing something solo, but I just never got around to it. And then COVID happened, and then I wrote some more songs, and I was sort of starting to focus more on songwriting and stuff like that. And there was this jam that was happening in, I believe it was Downers Grove was the town. There was like this little volleyball club they have there.
Downers North, or North Beach, or something, Sand Club,
something like that. So they were doing an outdoor open mic, which was, at the time that was the only thing that was going on. And I showed up there one day, and I brought my guitar, and then Rob was there, who I'd worked with probably 2 or 3 times previously before COVID, and he had the upright bass, and then our drummer Dan, who was at the time in a band called the Banknotes, was there, and I talked to them, and I'm like, hey, you guys want to hop up and play a couple of songs that they had never heard before that I wrote, and we did that, and it worked out great.
Yeah,
it shouldn't work like that.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It's weird.
It was like lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, it just clicked immediately, and we were all, we're like, hey, let's continue doing this. Let's get together and let's actually rehearse these songs and work them out and get something cool with it. And we, we rearranged them and stuff to fit the trio format. And that, for the longest time, we were a trio. We actually didn't get keys until last summer. But
the stand-up bass is just, not to blow smoke up your ass, but the stand-up...
Tell me more, yes.
You put a stand-up bass in a band, and I'm in.
Right on,
yeah.
Right on, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny. Initially, Rob really wanted to play the upright on pretty much all the material, and initially I was like, well, that would be cool on a few songs, but I don't know if every song is going to need the upright bass. And he's like, come on. And he kind of was twisting my arm a bunch. I'm like, okay, let's try it out. And now I don't know what we would do without it.
Yeah, we played a gig last week where it was kind of much more crowded space than even this might be. And it's like, I'm just gonna grab the little bass, and it was like, no.
No, you
get over here, move this amp over. We'll make room. Title. Let's make it work.
We'll make room for it. It's like another member of the band almost.
When we first got together with the upright bass, I came from like a jazz background. I was playing a lot of jazz. I had this kind of fancy, it's a Christopher, it's the solid top, super nice sort of thing. And one thing about me being adamant about bringing the upright bass to this project was Shukin's writing. A lot of his tunes has that kind of, there's the kind of chuggy sort of rhythms, the has a swing vibe or a shuffle feel, and it just sits so well when I do like the kind of slap technique,
Yeah.
So it seemed like such a shoe-in that I went and bought another upright bass at the time, and so the one I play with this band is all electric. It's got this fancy pickup. I put like guitar pedals through it and overdrive and stuff.
There's a metal railing on the bottom.
Yeah,
which
that's
is very,
awesome.
Which is very
Dan calls it the cyborg.
The cyborg, yeah.
It keeps breaking down because I'm climbing all over it and swinging it around and spinning it. It's breaking, but I just keep adding stuff to keep it together.
Oh yeah.
And you guys are going to play in this car. That's amazing.
Yep.
Shukin and the Ramblers playing at Widow's Harvest in September. I looked this up. I'd never heard of this. Is this a weird thing? It's at a youth camp. Like, what is this?
So it's a really interesting festival, and I believe this is going to be our 5th year playing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And wow, we got in because our drummer Dan's old band had played the festival before, so he reached out. And it's this great guy. His name is Keith, and he just loves local music. So he does two festivals a year. He does one in May and one in September. He does Hong Kong Pizza Party, and he does Widow's Harvest. And they're both at the youth camp, PNA youth camp in Plano.
Yeah, and basically rents out the space.
So a little bit of a drive.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trek, but there's free camping, there's free primitive camping. They got bed and breakfast. You can do RV camping. They got the whole property.
But what does primitive camping mean?
Is that
just camping?
Just a tent,
like field camping.
Yeah, just throw up a tent and sleep anywhere.
But because it's a youth camp, they've got bed and breakfast,
they have facilities and everything
on site. Yeah. There's bathrooms. We're not exactly roughing it.
Yeah. It could be. We've definitely,
because you almost lost me, but you brought me back.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome back. So he just, Hong Kong Pizza Party is more like, heavier stuff, alt rock, surf rock, punk rock, that kind of stuff. And then Widow's Harvest, we're one of the heavier bands on the bill because a lot of it is acoustic, Americana, folk, like acts like Echo and Ransom perform there, and Wheels North, bluegrass group that we're good friends
Stuff
with.
you'd expect to hear on a campsite.
Yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Kumbaya, the whole
yeah,
thing.
totally.
The whole thing.
So I think there's only us, and I think maybe on this year's bill there's like maybe three or four other acts that have drums, and everything else is very acoustic.
The first year
very,
we played that was great because, Keith didn't really know us. It's kind of heard us through the grapevine, kind of got us booked in there and whatever. So we were early. We had an earlier slot, and people were just waking up for the day. And we were just wake up, We're the first band with the whole kit and everything. So blew them out of the water in terms of volume.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That was great. It's like, all right, so from now on, you guys are playing later.
Perfect.
Yep, that's how it worked. So, but it's really cool, and it almost feels like it's a private thing, but it's open to the public. It's just sort of this very low key but incredibly awesome thing that he does, and he gets it's all local artists, and then he gets some acts from like St. Louis and some acts from Kentucky and Tennessee and stuff like that.
There's
So
people from all over the country that kind of come in.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to say goodbye to clement weather before fall hits.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's it gets a little chilly at night around that time, but usually the days are beautiful,
Which
and
is perfect
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather be a little on the cold side.
Than too hot, right?
You're so Midwestern. By the way, I failed you. I did not get beverages, so we're just
that's
eating
all right.
beef and bread.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
So, again, we're Midwesterners.
Yeah, we can rough it.
This is what we do.
We can make it happen.
No Canteen
Yep.
is the debut EP from Shukin and the Ramblers. We can listen on Bandcamp, listen on streaming services. Are you going to play No Canteen?
We are going to play the title track. Yes.
All right, here's my question.
Okay.
I listen to No Canteen, I hear Smokestack Lightning.
Now that's makes sense because that song wouldn't exist if Hubert Sumlin didn't exist. So, it's a very, very influenced by Hubert Sumlin's guitar playing. Definitely Howlin' Wolf style song there. I mean, going back to what I'm influenced by, it's a lot of the blues, the early blues, the Chess record stuff, even earlier pre-war stuff. A lot of that is what influences my writing. It may
The
not
foundational American music.
Exactly. It may not necessarily when I write a song, it may not necessarily sound exactly like what that is, but all the foundation is there. That's kind of where it comes from.
I love it. No Canteen. You can stay strong and you can stay mean, but you can't walk through the desert alone with No Canteen.
You absolutely cannot. You got to stay hydrated out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good advice for you kids.
Yeah.
And you're also going to play the water.
Yes, we are. Yep.
What's the gist of this? Basically, life goes on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like things happen, and good or bad, and no matter what happens, you got to keep on trucking along and sort of just take it as it comes, roll with the punches, sort of. It's not terribly deep. It's just kind of like, hey, sometimes things suck, sometimes things are great. Regardless, we're going to keep doing our thing.
Speaking of that, I happen to have a couple of bottles of water in my car. Should I grab them? You guys want some water?
Too late for that.
Too late.
No,
We're
it's
too
late.
We're
rolling
going too far.
Too deep in this.
Too far in, man.
I think my favorite song is Paradox.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we like that one a lot.
I mentioned the word garage. I mean, this has a ramshackle vibe to it.
Very much so.
And you mentioned the keys are relatively new. The keys make themselves heard on this.
Yep, absolutely. Well, so the record was produced by, we had Earl Talbot. He mixed and mastered the whole thing and helped with the production. And then Adam Cryer from Lucky Boys Confusion and AM Taxi, he actually performed the keys and backing vocals on
I
this whole
thought those
record.
keys sounded extra sexy.
Yeah, exactly. So he's all over this record and helped out quite a bit and helped us with a lot of the arranging of stuff as well.
Yeah, those guys are rock stars, literally.
AM Taxi just might be doing something for Carquin Carne.
All
which I'll be
right.
announcing
Oh, that's
soon.
cool. Well, I'm looking forward to that one for sure.
End of September, which
Very cool.
coincidentally is around the same time as my 1000th episode. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Holy cow.
That's awesome.
More on that soon, but not to distract from Shukin
Right on.
and the Ramblers. Love Sway. That's how we begin.
Yep.
Got harmonica on that one. Mm-hmm. Shukin and the Ramblers, the debut EP. It is out. It is consumable. It is No Canteen.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to play a couple songs from it. Now, we'll pause so we can finish our sandwiches.
Let's do that.
Out of respect to, it's dinner time.
Absolutely.
And then once we polish those off, you're going to bring in some gear, and we're going to let it rip.
That sounds great.
Love it. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we've finished our beef sandwiches. I think we're ready to rock.
It's time for some beefy jams.
There is nothing more insane than seeing you guys walk into the car with instruments in the middle of this parking lot on Ogden Avenue. There are dudes outside eating Italian beef sandwiches al fresco, and you just wander in here like a mariachi band.
Yeah, they're like, what the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on? All right, which song are you leading with?
We're going to start with No Canteen, the title track of the EP.
No Canteen. It's Shukin and the Ramblers live, recorded live to tape in a Mazda 3 on Ogden in scenic, bucolic Lyons, Illinois. Go for it.
All right, here we go.
Where I'm going, this bird on its overflowing. Guess I'll take another chance, fly by the seat of my pants, and pray for a better day. Outside as a 12-20. Outside don't mean shit when I'm riding money. It's getting pretty warm in here now. There's an awful storm out there. You can stay here strong and you can stay mean, but you can't walk through the desert alone with no canteen. All my mistakes are laid before me, and yet some still adore me. That's the way it goes now. All your friends and foes, some will stay and some will go. I guess it's the going trend, just to find I'm being suited. Walk down, baby, talk a little talk. You can stay here strong and you can stay mean, but you can't walk through the desert alone with no canteen. You can't walk through the desert alone with no canteen. You can't walk through the desert alone with no canteen. Yeah. Ooh.
Well, holy shit, that was cool. How did it feel to you guys? I know it's a weird, cramped space.
Cool. It was cool. I earlier said we've probably played in more cramped spaces than this, and I was wrong. This is the most cramped thing we've ever done.
When I had White Rabbit Object in here a month or so ago, there were 3 in the back seat, including percussion.
Oh, man.
And 2 guitars. And the percussion player, after the performance, just walked out of the car, like just to preserve his kneecaps and sanity.
I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I've done my deed. I'm gone. You fuckers figure out the rest of this.
You figure out the rest of this shit, man. Yeah.
That was really cool.
Right on.
That sounds great. Okay. And what else are you going to play?
We got The Water coming up next. Yeah.
The Water. So this really is a hydration-themed acoustic set.
See, we didn't realize how many songs. There's another tune on the EP called Wash Away. Mm-hmm. And then we're like, okay, there's like an aquatic theme going on here that was not intentional. So
Prince Namor the Submariner taking lead over here. All right, go for it, guys.
All right, cool. So actually, I want to tell a little anecdote about this song. So when I first wrote this song, I kind of wrote it. I wrote the chorus, and it was supposed to be like kind of a folky song. So it was going to be like this. It's going to be like.
You might say it can't be bothered, but the water keeps on flowing down that stream.
And then I brought it to the band, and we're like, let's rock it up a little bit, man. You know?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. People say the world's gone crazy. But some seem crazy to me. People say the world is changing. But some is changing. Can you see it? You might say it can't be bothered, but the water keeps on flowing down that stream. Holy man on the devil's door, still water keeps on flowing down that stream. People say the world is ending, is always coming, can't you say? Might say I'm a little crazy, but I won't seem crazy to me. You might say it can't be bothered, but the water keeps on flowing down that stream. Holy man on the devil's door, still the water keeps on flowing down that stream. Ooh, ooh, well, it never seemed to mean that much to me, yeah. 'Cause that water keeps on flowing down that street, yeah. You might say it can't be bothered, but the water keeps on flowing down that stream. Hey, hey, hey! Holy man on the devil's door, yeah, still the water keeps on flowing down that stream. Ooh, ooh, and it never seemed to mean that much to me, yeah. 'Cause that water keeps on flowing down that stream, yeah.